Where have you been? Where have you been?
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like nobody's immune to that either. Any sport, watch out.
And we've got him here each week during the NBA season. Oh, no, you didn't, was a staple of SportsCenter with Stephen A.
No, you just didn't, did you?
It's the head bob. That's what he does. He does it so well. And Stephen A., it's all yours.
I'm glad you gave it to me, Kevin and Sage, because this is for y'all. It's a special treat. Last time Sage wasn't here. You're here now. Are you ready, Sage? Oh,
yes,
no,
sir.
you didn't. No, you didn't. Let's go to number 5 on the list. Phillip Rivers for the Indianapolis Colts, not the Los Angeles Chargers or the San Diego Chargers. The Indianapolis Colts. You're 39 years old. Phillip Rivers, here you got a running back. He sits up there. He gets stripped. It's recovered. The Chicago Bears scampering down the sideline. Phillip Rivers, where are you? He falls down. 39 years of age, didn't even try to touch the brother. Oh, no, you didn't. Fall down on purpose, Phillip Rivers, so you didn't have to make a tackle. Oh, no, you didn't. That's Phillip Rivers, 39 years of age. We appreciate what you've done, but it might be time to go after that play. Let's go to number 4 on the list, please. Give it to me. Derek Carr for the Las Vegas Raiders. Look at him leaping up. Oh, no, you didn't try to act like you Saquon Barkley, Derek Carr. Oh, no, you didn't. Look at that man for the Las Vegas Raiders, tumbling over a defender for the Los Angeles Chargers. By the way, I don't like the fact that they've been losing games. Anthony Lynn, you could be in some trouble. And plays like this by Derek Carr, sitting there getting a first down on your crew by trying to act like he's Josh Jacobs or Saquon Barkley or somebody. That ain't the way to go. No, you didn't, Derek Carr. No, you didn't pull that up. Let's go to number 3 on the list, please. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. The Giants and Redskins, 2 of the worst teams in football, 2 of the worst offenses in football. And Antonio Winfield fumbles, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 different dudes can't hold on to the football. Oh, no, y'all didn't. Embarrass yourselves by reminding everybody how awful y'all are. Can't even hold on to the damn ball. It's stuff like that that has us looking at you with these highlight reels. The not top 10 list. How about that? Let's go to number 2 on the list, please. Give it to me. CeeDee Lamb for the Dallas Cowboys. Garrett Gilbert's throwing you the football. It don't matter. Look at that man tap dancing like the late Gregory Hines. Oh, no, you didn't, CeeDee Lamb. Pull that catch off like that against my Pittsburgh Steelers, acting like you tap dancing. A Dallas Cowboy making highlights for the right reasons. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. No, you didn't, CeeDee Lamb. Remind us of your days before you started losing at the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, no, you didn't. Let's go to my top list. Number 1 on this list right here. This is assistant coach Keith Burns of the Los Angeles Chargers. Look at this dude. They said wear a mask. The NFL has mandated to wear a mask. This brother puts on his shorts and uses it as a mask. I don't know if the man went to the laundry. I don't know how much it smells down there. Lord help him if the man decided to pass gas and then put it all over his face. Somebody's going to accuse him of having bad breath. Oh, no, you didn't, Keith Burns. No, you didn't embarrass yourself by doing something like that. That is not good.
Oh, no, you didn't. You went bad.
Why
No,
did you talk about someone passing gas? Why?
Because he got on his shorts. His shorts was the mask, Sage.
Well, if he passed gas, it's not still in there. Like, get
I'm just saying. You got pants, you got shorts and stuff. And you do stuff like that. And we don't know if he washed it or anything like that. And he covering his mouth and his nose. I mean, come on now. I can assure you somebody walked up to him after the game and said, bro, your breath might be kicking a little bit. I can assure you somebody said that to him. I can assure you. I'm just saying.
I have nothing.
We're going to commercial break. That's the only way.
Passing gas and it's okay.
Good luck.
College football countdown is next. Presented by Goodyear. That's coming up next.
Yes,
Boost is locked in. Yes,
not for many.
Off control. I swear.
That he can call upon. We're still going to work extremely hard virtually to prepare. A lot of his work is above the neck anyway in terms of preparation. I have very little concern about it, to be quite honest with you.
NFL insider Jeremy Fowler joining us now with much more on this story on SportsCenter. What's the likelihood the Steelers will have Roethlisberger back for Sunday's game against the Bengals?
Well, Kevin, great to be with you. And the team feels fairly confident that Roethlisberger will continue to test negative on his COVID testing. Now, if he gets 5 straight days, he can return to the team Saturday. Now, they won't know until the morning of every day, but I'm told that he's been really diligent in this entire process to basically quarantine himself the last few months. He goes to and from work, goes home and hangs out with his family. So everybody feels confident that things will push through here. And as for the rest, you heard Mike Tomlin. The Steelers have had cases where Roethlisberger got 0 practice reps in a week, came out and threw for 400 yards. So this is a guy who gets lots of rest days, has various ailments. His knees are a little sore from that Cowboys game last week, so the rest will do him some good.
Okay, now let's go around the league. The NFL and the NFLPA, they've reported a total of 56 employees testing positive for COVID-19 in their most recent period. How concerned is the league as cases continue to rise around the country?
Well, people I talked to around the league say they aren't concerned because they did anticipate this recent increase as the fall ends and we get closer to the colder weather. But you're going to see some drastic changes, Kevin, as teams try to just power through here, get to a 16-game schedule in the playoffs. I think you're going to see cases where a player might have flu-like symptoms, a key player, and even though he's not testing positive for COVID, they sit him out anyways because teams don't want a case like the Steelers now have with Vance McDonald where he was feeling fine, now he tests positive, and now you have to isolate your quarterback and all these other moving parts. So the teams want to take the guessing work out of it. You're going to see more virtual meetings just for the heck of it. So I think the league is determined to Zoom meeting their way through this season right now.
Taking the necessary precautions as America is zooming their way through 2020. Jeremy Fowler zooming with us, the latest on the impact of the coronavirus in the NFL. Sage?
Baseball news, Kevin. Tony La Russa, the brand new manager of the Chicago White Sox, has been charged with a DUI stemming from an arrest 9 months ago. According to court records obtained by ESPN, La Russa was arrested in February in the Phoenix area, but the case was not filed until October 28th, one day before he was hired by the White Sox. The 76-year-old Hall of Famer had a blood alcohol content of at least 0.08, which is a misdemeanor. This is the second known drunk driving arrest for La Russa, who was reached by ESPN last night saying, quote, "I have nothing to say," end quote, and then he hung up. One of the arresting officers in the Phoenix area, he's part of the Arizona Department of Public Safety. This is what he wrote in his report. Before searching his person and placing him in the rear of my patrol vehicle, La Russa asked, "Do you see my ring?" I asked La Russa what he was talking about. La Russa stated, "I'm a Hall of Famer baseball person." While placing him in the rear of my patrol vehicle, La Russa stated, "I'm legit. I'm a Hall of Famer, brother. You're trying to embarrass me," end quote. PTI has thoughts on this story. Here's Michael Wilbon and Tony Kornheiser.
All right, Wilbon, what should the White Sox do about Tony La Russa being charged with DUI?
Probably back out of the agreement that they have with him, Tony. I mean, being responsible and being accountable are seemingly, to me anyway, more necessary where we are in the culture now than ever before. And it's not enough to be accountable and responsible for a baseball game when you're explaining yourself afterward. Real life circumstances should count even more. Tony La Russa comes off as particularly stupid in this case, and he's not. We know that. But his "do you know who I am" routine upon his being arrested, and he's had all these weeks, even months, to figure somebody's going to come and ask me about this, and I need to be accountable, and he's gone the other way with this insane defiance and arrogance. And no, Tony, that shouldn't be tolerated, not by the White Sox, Jerry Reinsdorf specifically, and if so, not by Major League Baseball.
So this starts out as a very sweet story, because Jerry Reinsdorf looks at the big mistake in his life with the White Sox, and it's letting Tony La Russa go, and then he goes on and he wins World Series in 2 different places. So he says, I'm going to hire him back, even though he's 76 years old, because he's a great manager. He's in the Hall of Fame. And everybody looks at the story and says, that's nice, and all they ask is, at his age, can he handle it? But this has been out there for months. Jerry Reinsdorf has known about this for months. And so what he is saying by not doing anything about it is I still want him. I still want Tony La Russa, and he has to listen now to the community in Chicago and find out what they are saying. And I suspect a lot of them will say something like this: how can he manage your team when he can't manage himself? It's not the first time, it's the second time. So I suspect it will end with La Russa not being the manager, though I was one of those people who thought, what an interesting choice, and I'm rooting for him. But
Tony,
I didn't know this
did
stuff.
too. I felt the same way. But you know what? La Russa could take the heat off of Jerry Reinsdorf. And Jerry felt a great loyalty, obviously, to La Russa by bringing him back and thinking he was the guy to take this team to a place that couldn't happen in the 80s when La Russa was there. But you know what? Let's see what La Russa's made of. Let's put the onus on him. He knew this was coming. Is he responsible for his behavior? And almost as important, is he responsible at all? Is he responsible? And right now, he's not demonstrating that he is. That's it.
So one last question for you.
What's that,
No,
Tom?
hold on. One last question for you. If he does that, if in a reasonable amount of time, 24, 48 hours, he comes out, tells the whole story, and says, I want to manage, I'll be responsible, is that okay with you?
It's a start in the right direction. Right now, he's going totally in the wrong direction, Tony. He's got to at least stop that before I'm willing to listen to anything that Tony La Russa has to say besides no comment, which is as lame as it gets. From a guy who's earned our respect in sports. That's it. We're done. Back to you.
Tony, Mike, thank you so much. Still to come on